subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Yo, it's your boy Ganxsta NIP, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Man, we at the Donnie Houston podcast, man. I just did another one with the big homie, you know what I'm saying? We sitting in DHville, you heard? We sitting on the hill, you know what I'm talking about? Eating a Trill burger, you heard? Check it out though. Make sure y'all watch this brother, man. This brother done interviewed everybody, from the big to the small. He got it all, you heard? And it's your boy Ganxsta NIP, the one and only creator of Horrorcore. And I thank God for DH, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody doing it like he is. And that's what it is. Kill him.
Yeah, man, it's going down. This Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a legend, man, and I ain't using this word lightly. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real legend, pioneer, originator, creator of Horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? Rap a lot, OG artist. You know what I'm saying? Original member of the South Park Coalition. Say, man, it's only one person fit that title, man. Oh, and he's the first person to call me DH. You know what I'm saying? Like, he stamped that. And everybody ever since then been calling me DH, man. Say, big homie, man. Ganxsta NIP. What's going on, brother NIP?
Yo, what's up, man? It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be back, you know what I'm saying, in DHville. I just did that too.
Yeah, DHville. I like that.
You
I
heard?
like that.
You know?
Man, happy birthday, first of all.
Oh, man, God is good, man. You know, I just made 54 years old. Damn, I look good, young.
That's a blessing, man.
Vibrant. You know, most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches that, you know, the number 9 is the number of completion. You know, 5 and 4 is 9, you know. So I completed my trial that I was going through. Now comes the blessings. That's why I'm here, which is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's my second time in DHville. First time, man, we got about, I seen almost 20,000 views.
Yeah, we ran it up. Yeah, we ran it up. Yeah. You know, everybody was tripping like, man, Ganxsta NIP, bro. People be so happy to see you and like amazed to see you. Some people, it was their first time seeing you sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying?
You know why? Because I'm like, you know, I'm a Rakim fan. You know what I'm saying? Rakim, you know, he seldom seen. If you notice, you know, I'm very seldom seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all some game. You know, I really don't like the limelight. Just think, I'm gonna give you some game. Why you think they call it the limelight? Think about it. When you go to the store and you get a lime, you cut it in half, and you squeeze it in your mouth, how does it taste? It's sour. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this limelight is. Look at all the killings and stuff that's going on. Think about it. Why didn't they call it the strawberry light, the watermelon light, the peach light, the grape light? Who called it the limelight? See what I'm saying? That's deep, huh?
I never
it's
even thought
sour.
about that. I never thought about that.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is sour, man. That's why our young rappers, you know what I'm saying, they passing away from the limelight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that, man, you know. So, you know, I move like God, man. I move like a thief in the night. You know. That's what, you know, that's what the Holy Quran, the Bible teaches us. You gotta move like that, you know. So you can bypass the devils, you know, bypass his traps. You know, people always ask me, you know, like, look how I look, man. I'm thankful to just even still have a vibrant, you know, young look. You know, a lot of cats, you know, they wear their trials on their face. You know what I'm saying? But when you believe in Allah, come on, man, the devil can't fuck with that. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? All praises due to Allah. So I'd like to thank God for another birthday. And I'm back in DHville, you heard? Look, don't try to steal that. We already got it. You know what I'm saying? With the big homie DH, we in DHville. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. You know, it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. How do you feel? Because your contribution is a major one when you talk about horrorcore and at being an original thing.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak on that? You know, like I say, 50th anniversary, man. You know, I've also feel the type of way because I ain't seeing no Houston artists, even the Ghetto Boys. They did a big 50th hip hop thing in New York Yankee Stadium, and it was super dope. Everybody was there. I really enjoyed it. but I couldn't help but notice. What was Houston?
You know, like you said, back in the game, you remember they didn't really want to see, they didn't really want the South to, emerge, and until they, they got comfortable with us. DJs start mingling with us, started, just getting us, just starting to just getting us popping, Kid Capri them and all of that. So, sometimes things just take time, DH, and that's what it is. But what we have to start doing in the South, we have to create our own. See, the problem is we keep worrying about what they doing, and what not necessarily the East Coast. Shout out and much love to the East Coast, but I'm talking about the overhead Grammys and our. No, we have to create our Southern 50 years of Southern hip hop, and stop worrying about that because they're people. I'm talking about the overhead. They're not going to represent the South, how we would. We don't really need their forms. The streets are the streets. So the streets gonna maintain the love regardless. So me personally, I really don't care about that. Again, that's a part of the limelight. It's all good. Because real cats know. All this talk about who created horrorcore and all this and all that. Man, like young cats, I don't really worry about them because they're young. So they might grew up to, Brother Lynch, Esham. Shout out to Brother Lynch, shout out to Esham, they're my peoples, you know what I'm saying? But they might grew up to them. So they don't know. Like people grew up to LeBron. They didn't see Jordan. So I always tell them, man, go back and learn your history on Facebook or whatever. So I send it to them so they'll know, and then when they hear that South Park Psycho, then they'll say, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only information, you know what I'm saying? And the game is told, not sold. Did Jesus sell the game to the people? No, he told the game to the people. See, we be having the game twisted, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up off of this, we got to come together. We got to unite. I want for my brother what I want for myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. It ain't no love. And we have to bypass that, DH. Real talk, though. You know what I'm saying?
Can you talk about just, for somebody who may be watching it, we talking about horrorcore. What break down that horrorcore and what that is, you know what I'm saying?
Well, horrorcore, man, cats really don't understand what horrorcore is. It's levels to horrorcore. Horrorcore has, a physical level. I kill your ass and cut your arm up, But then it also has the mental level and the spiritual level. But it's still horrorcore, So a lot of these horrorcore rappers, they just stay on the physical plane of the style, which I created it. I was doing that in 83, 84. Come on, man. That's how I wrote to Chucky. There wasn't no song out before Chucky. Chucky was really the first song, rest in peace Bushwick, to go really worldwide, as a straight horrorcore song. And I was blessed to write that. I got the gold and the platinum plaques to prove that. But my album, South Park Psycho, late 91, early 92, was the first album to come out that was with a full-fledged horrorcore album that went worldwide and overseas. See? So a lot of other cats came out in 95, 96, 93, 94. Man, I was already out. Chucky was already out. You know what I'm saying? You think about it, the Mind Playing Tricks on the album, you know what I'm saying? You felt that Chucky on that album. When you see Bushwick, he was holding a Chucky doll, That's because I was blessed to be able to, to give him that, that stigma. Because you got to understand, man, people always ask me, why you didn't save it for yourself? It wouldn't have fit me. It's for a midget that looked like Chucky. Duh. You know what I'm saying?
That's another level of being an artist and being able to create for somebody specifically for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, specifically. and something that that nobody else could could write. So like I said, horrorcore is vivid images. It's like watching a movie with no screen and no actors. Your words, and the vividness of how you say stuff, is the movie. I get people all the time, man, I can see that in my mind. That's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? When you, like the song I sent you, Finger Sharpener. Come on, man. Who can even think like that?
Yeah.
Finger Sharpener. So they don't understand the vividness. It's a vivid genre. You're supposed to be able to see it. You don't even need a video. When you hear my shit, you don't need no video because it's going to hit you. Them punchlines and what God gave me, the variation of styles and the skill set of how he put it in me to do it. And I just don't, to me, I don't get enough credit, for it. Maybe because I didn't sell my soul. But that's another story, DH. Look. Yeah.
How far when you were coming out with South Park Psycho? How far were you traveling with that?
What you mean, like
were you hitting the road and going how far were you? Because everybody got it, like you say, overseas and this and that. So were you physically going to other places outside of Texas, like when you went touring and all that, or how was that?
No, I was blessed to do a one or two great tours with the Ghetto Boys. Shout out to Uncle Willie D, Uncle Face. I learned a lot from Willie D, man, watching Will, perform. And Face brought me to rap a lot. So I learned a lot from them. So when I used to go on tour with them, man, I used to just watch their stage show, watch how they, how their movements, how they, design the show, how Bushwick could be, a different aspect of the same show at the same time. But no, we wasn't really, I wasn't really going, in and out of town. It was just natural. I was battle rapping on the street. That's how me and K-Rino came to have, had a great battle that we had. So I was battle rapping. I was eating niggas' ass up because they never heard the style. So again, I was at Club Infinity Friday night. I had won 3 rap contests every Friday. I never forget.
Pause. Where was Club Infinity?
Club Infinity was like late 90s, 89, something like that. It was on OST. It was on no, it wasn't OST. That was MLK and by the old flea market. But anyway, man, it was probably right off MLK, just say it like that. And they would have rap contests every Friday night. So I would just go get in a rap contest. So the first time I went, I won. Second time I went, I won just raw horrorcore. Third time I went, I won again, but Scarface was there. So Face heard me, and once I won, he came to me and said, "Man, introduce yourself." I already knew who he was, so he asked me, told me he gonna bring Jay to see me, and you're grateful, but you never really know. Man, that 4th rap contest, man, he brought Jay. Messed me up, you know what I'm saying? Won again. That's 4 times in a row. After that, Jay asked me to rap, come into the restroom with the bodyguards and just rap. For him, no beat, no nothing. Just raw, hardcore raps. As soon as I rap for him, I remember hitting mirrors. I was so wild, busting the mirrors and boom, so psyched out that he had asked me, to meet him at the same place Saturday morning about 12 o'clock, and cut me a check. That's how I got signed. Shout out to Scarface. I'm always grateful for Face bringing, me to Jay Prince, and I'm also always grateful for Jay Prince, signing me, taking the time, and signing me, These cats Like, when you talk Jay Prince again around me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing negative because I know what he done for me. He saved me a bunch of times. Shout out to the OG Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? I call him the Godfather. I always create names for people. You know what I'm saying? So he did a lot for me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. If I wasn't Ganxsta NIP, if he didn't create Ganxsta NIP, I wouldn't be in DHville. See what I'm saying? All praise due to Allah.
What were you doing besides like just going to rap battles at that time in your life, or that was just what it was?
No, at that time, man, I was going to Jones, Jesse H. Jones, man.
Were you still in high school when you signed the rap?
Yeah, I was still in high school. Yeah, man. After the homie Klondike Cat, you know what I'm saying? At Jones, Cat was the best. I always tell the truth. Cat was the best because I was learning how to rap then. I was hanging with Cat and this other guy named Sadwar Fair, So, but Cat was the best. Man, when Cat left, by the time Cat left high school, that's when I developed, into the psychopath. After that, I took over the school. Anybody will tell you, I took over Jones. That's how I was hearing about, Reno was hearing about me, I was hearing about him. And Murder One, the homie Murder One, shout out to Murder One. He was like the consultant. Murder One was the one that always knew everybody and could set the battles up. So, he said.
Murder One was at what school? He was at Sterling, he was at Jones?
No, Murder One was at Jones. Murder One's OG, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Murder One ran every day. I stayed at Murder One house all the time. You know what I'm saying? I remember his brother. I would sleep at his house, man. His brother, I was sleeping. I heard something saying, tss, 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 tss. His brother was scaring the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I woke up and said, ah. You know what I'm saying? But those are the great times, man. And that's what happened, man. I was at Jones. I was young, and I was just a raw rapper, man. I was murdering MCs at the school. People was coming to from other schools to battle. At that time, I was broke as fuck, but I had the homies that was hustling, and they would put their money up on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I banged them niggas' ass up. You know what I'm saying? Now I got money. Back then, this $89.90. I don't mean to cut you off. $89.90. They putting $200-$300. That was a bunch of money. They didn't give me $100 of it. I was flat broke. You know what I'm saying?
And all I had to do was rap for $100.
All I had to do was rap, and I banged them niggas' ass up. That's the truth.
So were you still in high school when you signed, though, is what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically my last year. Yeah.
Get the fuck. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was still in high school, man.
And you had the beam in. That's what you beam in high school and all this.
No, honestly, no. Jay did that. See, when Jay cut that check that Saturday morning at 12, by 3 I was Beamer. Yeah, by 3 I was Beamer. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying, man. See, people be forgetting the things that Jay has done. Jay do a lot of shit. See, when you're doing good, you ain't gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Man, niggas know. You'll never, all this, like this horrorcore shit, man, it's gonna be always somebody that's gonna tell you who really started that shit. You know what I'm saying? You young niggas can say all that shit, bam, bam. It's always gonna be an OG that's gonna come now, we like such and such, but he didn't create it. Ganxsta NIP created it. It is what it is. I was on Billboard 3 times, no promotion.
And you're not really touring or none of this.
No video. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even touring, no promotion, no video. Hitting Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Number 57, 48, you know what I'm saying? 62. Not a song on the radio. That's how you know. That's when God give it to you. And I like it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I like it because I'm inconspicuous, man. You never know when I'm coming, but I'm always there.
Man, I had meant to ask you, because I didn't ask you last time, and I know, like, you know what I'm saying, our city got a history with this thing, but, like, with the horrorcore, was this all natural, or did you kind of, were you fucking with, was the fry any influence in what you was doing, or you was just straight off the head, just how you was coming?
Nah, back then, man, I was really fucking with, you know what I'm saying, I was smoking a lot of weed and shit, you know what I'm saying. I did fuck with the fry until that day, you know, I wasn't heavy on it, you know what I'm saying. But a couple times I did fuck with that shit, and I remember, man, I hit that fry one time. It took me from here to my car downstairs. Man, it took me 2 hours, DH, from right here to get to my car. You know what I'm saying? But it was really like 2 houses down at my aunt's house. Took me. So after that, then I knew it wasn't for me. Sometimes you just try something, and you know what's not for me, not for me. So that was the end of that. But what happened, man, back then, you know, I was smoking weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging with Dopey, you know what I'm saying? Reno, Murder One, you know, DBX, you know, Egypt E, Triple X. Well, we used to call him 666, but he's Triple X now. You know, we was all just doing songs at Dopey house. You know what I'm saying? Back then, we was just smoking a little weed. Now, Reno never smoked, you know what I'm saying? But we was smoking weed and shit, and that's what, you know, I ain't gonna say the weed, but it was all in me. But they was already seasoned rappers. Reno and Dopey, you know, they had the group COD. They was already seasoned, you know what I'm saying, by me hanging. But Cat had the most influence on me because I was at Cat house all the time. So that's hanging with Cat is how I learned to rap, you know. And when I started hanging with Dope and them, and Reno and them, you know, all of that after the battle and all that. That's when I kind of got seasoned and knew what I wanted to do. I didn't know it was gonna be horrorcore. I called it psycho rap. See, I called it psycho rap. The industry called it horrorcore. So I was just always, you know, listening to Ice-T, which is my idol. Too Short, you know, Ice-T and Too Short. Those are the two artists that make up Ganxsta NIP. Because I got the funky music of a Too Short, but I got the hard rhymes of an Ice-T. Put them together, that's NIP. That's your boy Ganxsta NIP and Brother NIP. And that's what it is. So those are my idols. They said, who's your idol? You know, I got two. Because it's different variations of, you know, how I became. So that's all I was doing, DH. I was just listening to Ice-T, man. I just like the hardness of the rhyme. Because back then it was just who's the hardest. That's how it wasn't who's the most lyrical, who verse was who the hardest. And back then, you know, that's before NWA. You know, Ice-T had 6 in the morning, Dog in the Wax. You know, he was coming hard. And I never heard nothing like it. I said, damn, I used to trip. So.
Even too, though, because you talking about back then, hip-hop was about being original. And that was like, this gonna be my style.
It's gonna be my style that nobody else is doing, you know. So, it just took, you know, just kept battle rapping and, you know, like I said, hooked up with Jay. Then we created the South Park Psycho album, which solidified, you know what I'm saying, you know, the full length, you know, horrorcore album. And it cannot be denied. There was no album out nationwide on a national scale, DH, that was out. You know, back then we would listen to Psycho, we would listen to Bring It On and all that. We wasn't listening to, you know what I'm saying, other cats from other places. Now when it comes to horrorcore, and I like to shout out to Bun B. Bun B, every time, man, I hear Bun B all the time. Bun B always say, man, Nip been doing that. They didn't create that, Nip been doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for Bun B, you know, showing his versatility to create the Trill Burger. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what it's all about. It's all about building your legacy, you know, in a multitude of different ways. And I think that's, you know, that's a great thing. Bun, you know, I love you, man. One love, you know, rest in peace, pimp. And, you know, we all Trill. And those damn burgers are good.
No, them burgers, yeah. Me and Elliot stay in that Trill Burger, man.
That vegan burger.
That vegan, yeah.
You heard? You know, I don't eat meat, so.
How long you been off the meat?
I've been out meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't eat pork, beef, turkey, or chicken. You know, I still eat
pescatarian,
lamb.
Fish, shrimp out there.
Yeah, fish, you know, lamb and all that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I still get my, get my young look. You know, my mom cook a lot though. You know, my mom, I have a mother. She gonna cook, your ass gonna eat. You know, and if she gonna cook you too much, you're gonna lay down. Well, I gotta get back exercising because she make you lay down, man, for real. But that's what it is, man. It's just a blessing, man.
Man, did you ever link up with Mr. 3-2 when you was over on Rap a Lot?
Oh yeah, man. Me and 3 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Me and 3 kicked it a lot, man. You know, 3. You know, it's just. You know, it's just crazy, man. How we missed 3-2. I say his name a lot. You know, in different songs. You know what I'm saying? In my song H-Town Swag that I was telling you about, that got a lot of views on Facebook. You know, it's the governor, man. You know, think about it. I mean, you know, a state can't, you know, survive without the governor. You know what I'm saying? That's 3-2. You know, so 3 was one of the best artists on Rap a Lot, especially, man, him and Big Mike with the Convicts. You know, and 3, you know, he influenced a lot of people on the West Coast. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, 3 did a lot, you know, for the culture of the South. And that's what I'm saying, man. We have to have our own, you know, thing to be able to just tell our own story. You know, we can't have them to tell our story. They might not know nothing about Kiki. Shout out to Kiki. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kiki is a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Big Pokey. Big Pokey is a gorilla, man. You know, and I really hate that. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that video, you know, a Pope, you know, that kind of made me slow down a lot of stuff, man, you know. You know, a lot of times when you see things, it's not really for them, it's really for other people. You know, when you see something like that, it's really for you to straighten up.
To know, man, this is real.
Yeah, this is really real. You know, and, you know, I like to send my condolences, you know, to Big Poke and him and his family. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, man. That's the logo. You need to make that boy a logo, man. That boy was cold-blooded. Man, you know how many times I bought Hardest Pit in the Little? Man, that was that and Don't Mess with Texas.
Yeah, classics.
Them 2 albums right there, I bought them 5, 6 times. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. That Hardest Pit in the Little. You know, and that Don't Mess with Texas. So, you know, I thank God that, you know, that Kiki is still with us. You know what I'm saying? And I pray to God put the angels around him to, you know, to keep him, you know what I'm saying, you know, here and keep him level-headed and humble. And I like to say shout out to ESG, you know what I'm saying, for what he went through. Man, ESG, you know what I'm saying, that's the homie. I'm gonna tell you what I like about ESG, man. ESG real. When ESG see me, last time he saw me, the first thing he said, damn, Nip, man, how you still looking young? You know, when a brother tell another brother that, you know what I'm saying, you looking good or you looking young, you know what I'm saying, that's genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're hearing this, you know what I'm saying, don't even worry about it, man. God got something else for you. You know, you need anything from your big homie Nip, just hit me up. You know, I got much love for you. And it is what it is.
Man, talk about it, because I was talking to Mike Dean and he had tripped me out. He was showing me something about him being on your cover of Psychic Thoughts.
Yeah, DH, how you know about this Psychic Thoughts?
Yeah. Mike Dean was telling me, I'm like, man, I've seen this album a million times. I never even looked close enough to figure out, like, who this might be. And he was like, yeah, man, that's me.
It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that second album, man. Anytime you have a hit album like the South Park Psycho, the second album, you know, it really solidifies you.
That's the make or break.
So what happened was, man, if you check out Psychic Thoughts, it's more of a Brother Nip album. Again.
You were already making that transition back then?
No, it was already in me. You know what I'm saying? I was going to the Nation at that time. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to the Nation, you can't help but to put, it's so much knowledge that you learn, and you can't help but to put it, you know, in the rhyme.
So what brought you to the Nation?
Well, you know, I had a little homie, man. I was staying with my grandmother, and the little homie across the street, I keep forgetting this brother's name, but across the street, man, we would go, me and my other little partner, we would go across the street to his house. In DH, he had the best stories, but they was nation stories, you know, and they was so interesting to me, man. I was like, so I used to like to go over there and hear them stories.
Do you remember some of the stuff he was telling you that really was enticing you to like want to learn more?
Man, stuff like, you know, about the mother plane, you know what I'm saying, which they call, you know, UFOs, unidentified flying objects. It's only unidentified to them. You know, the minister speaks on that and teaches on that. We've been teaching that since the 1930s. You know, yeah. So, you know, that's one of the stories, man. You know, so, you know, the mothership has 1,500, you know, small planes on it with 3 bombs each on it. It's built for the destruction of this world. You know, why you think they can't, you know, you can take it or let it alone, but why you think they can't get the big F, the F that's really an A? I'm gonna repeat that again. Why you think they can't get the big F, the F that's really an A? You know what I'm saying? Think about an F. You do a line like that, and you 2 on the side, right? But if you bring the other line down, it's an A. That's Farrakhan and Allah. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why. You know, so somebody is backing him. But that's another story. You know what I'm saying? When it's Brother Nip time, when it's single, the next show we'll do a Brother Nip. You know, then I come give you a lot of game, you know. But stories like that, man, you know, about the mothership, you know what I'm saying? How United States, you know, they have, you know. In other words, we let a plane, Allah let a plane, you know what I'm saying, get caught. You know, let a plane crash so they can study what they're up against. But again, that's a Brother Nip time, you know. But stories like that, they were so intriguing, they was deep, man. Keep in mind, I was, you know, we were young. I was still, you know, 11th, 12th grade. But, so we kept going to his house, then he invited me out. Once me, Reno, Dope E, once he invited us out, we just knew it's your nature. You know what I'm saying? The nation is only your nature. That's why my name is Nip. Nation of Islam is powerful. See, that's the other side. Remember I told you about the mental and spiritual side of Ganxsta NIP. That's what they don't have. You know, my name is spelled Ganx. See, you're Xing out all the negativity. You see what I'm saying? You coming into your own, you coming into the knowledge, you know, and I'm still the same. Still street, you know, when I'm Nip, I'm Nip. When I'm G Nip, I'm Nip. But when I'm B Nip, I'm B Nip. You heard? Shout out to Mosque 45. You know, Brother Abdul Halim Muhammad.
Brother Abdul Halim Muhammad, man. Shout out, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's my minister.
You connected me with him.
Oh, man. I'm connected with the air, with the atmosphere. That's my minister, man. He taught me everything. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Brother Abdul Halim, you know, we love him. You know what I'm saying? We'll kill you about him. Yeah, it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll kill you about Brother Abdul Halim Muhammad. That's for sure. So he taught me everything. I've been in the nation 30 years, 27, 30 years, going, listening to the teachings. That's why you got to bring, you know, Brother Nip back, so I can, you know, we can dive off the diving board of the knowledge, for real. But back to the horrorcore, man. Y'all niggas know I started this shit. I've been doing that, man. I'm doing that shit 83, 84. Like Bushwick said in the interview with Nardward in Austin, they asked Bushwick, did Nip create horrorcore? Bushwick said no. He said Nip is horrorcore. You wasn't going to get any other style, DH. DH. You won't get any other style. You know what I'm saying? They spell that DH hyphen. DH. You know what I'm saying? Hyphen. You know, Ville. DH Ville, man. You heard? So you wasn't going to get nothing else from me. I was born to do, you know what I'm saying, horror movie rap. That was the first song I made. See, horror movie rap. So they had to call it horrorcore. Remember, it was the first album that was worldwide. Horror movie rap, horrorcore. Come on, man.
It always amazes me when people start, like you say, you bring up the Brother Lynches and the shit like, yeah, we know that and respect that, but I don't understand how anybody can ever say Ganxsta NIP is not the one who started this.
Well, I just think that, man, you know, like I said, shout out to Brother Lynch, you know what I'm saying? I got much love and respect. He, you know, I call him the god of rip gut. That's his style, rip gut. And Esham is acid rap. See, me, I would like to do a tour called the Three Gods or the Three Kings. You know, me, Esham, Brother Lynch, killer.
You ever been in contact with him like
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Esham did. He hired me to do a show with him. Probably about 4 or 5 years ago down here. You know, paid me well. You know, and then did a verse with me. So, yeah, I haven't been in touch with you know, Brother Lynch. You know, shout out to Brother Lynch. But you know, God will lead us. You know, to the path. You know, I got much love for them brothers and what they created. You know, but you know, a lot of times, man, it's, you know, people who say that DH, you know, it be homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if that's your homeboy, that's from your city, you gonna say that. See, back to our nature. It's just human nature, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if somebody else start a podcast and they get popping like DHville, you know what I'm saying? And then they, you know, then they homeboys with them, smoking with them, kicking, they gonna always say them. But you know, you got the real, you know, the OG's gonna, nah, little homie. See? Hey, no sir. It's DH, man. You know what your shit is. Cut it. This man that interviewed every known rapper in the state. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't even know, man. Nick was talking about you in the barber shop. One of my shops that I go to. Man, you Nip, man, you ain't been to Donnie Houston? Nip, man, you tripping. Nigga told me I was tripping. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy for me to hear this, man.
Kinfolk, nigga told me, I mean, nigga was adamant. My homeboy, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy Q. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? His name Marquise. I call him Keystone. That's my nickname. See, I always get my nigga's nickname. Keystone. That nigga say, Nip, man, you ain't been? Yeah. Man, you ain't been to Donnie Houston? Donnie Houston just did somebody from Walt's Nest. He just did, you know, he was just naming people that, you know, that he saw that you've interviewed. That nigga said, look how he did his head. He said, man, you tripping. Nigga did like this here, man. Nigga, man, you tripping. Nigga, man, you a legend, man. You supposed to, man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's why I had hit you up. I had to go find you. That's one of my good partners, man. Nigga, that nigga know. That nigga made me go find, man. You tripping. Real talk. You know. And every now and then I go back to the first interview, DH, and that shit got some views.
Yeah.
You know, you peeped it?
Yeah. Like I said, people have hit me up because they was like, man, they've always heard you, but they've never. It was two things. We never heard him talk, and we didn't expect that. I guess because the raps, they would expect you to be on here just fucking wilding. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, but you're a human being at the end of the day.
Yeah,
like,
but they don't really know how. You know, I'm kind of like the Norman Bates. You know, psychopath. He real humble. You know what I'm saying? He don't. You know, that don't be at the forefront. You know, I like to even look like it. You know, but you know, my mama always told me to keep an ink pen. You know, a black man always supposed to keep an ink pen. You never know when they're gonna sign a check. You know what I'm saying? Look, or cut a neck. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. See? So,
that Ganxsta NIP shit still in you.
I'm always a psychopath. That ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Did any of this, did people ever try to test you in real life because you would talk that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. A few times. DAs. Few times.
It didn't go so well for him.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. You know, you gotta understand, you couldn't be on Rap A Lot. You know what I'm saying? Now with all them real niggas, they gon' if you ain't real, they gonna know. Shit, you know, I've been tested by the tester. Just like, you know, just think about it, the tester. You know what I'm saying? The realest nigga in Houston. You know, tested in a way to see was I gonna pan out to, you know, what I was. You know, I made like 5-6 albums on Rap A Lot. That's a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have what you said had, you know, they was gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. All praise to Allah. I don't have a scratch on me. I'm just saying. All praise to Allah.
Talk about what that means to be a part of, like you say, you part of the Rap A Lot legacy. You can't talk about Rap A Lot records and not bring up Ganxsta NIP.
You can't. You know, it, like I said, man, it was just so, you know, I just brought something that was so different, you know, to the table, man. At the beginning, man, we was scared of that shit. A lot of times I hear that shit and be tripping on it myself, like, where that shit come from? It's just easy for me to write, you know? It's just easy for me to write, man, you know? And I do a lot of features. You know, I did a show not too long ago in Detroit. Shout out to the homie Russ Cole. And it's just, you know, down there's where that's where the horrorcore shit live. And I love Detroit, man. Detroit, you know how we down here, we got the screw. We got the baller shit, the players shit, the elbows and vows. Detroit, up that way, nothing but wicked rap. Man, I went down, that bitch did the show, had so much motherfucking fun. Man, I was started to move down, that motherfucker had so much motherfucking fun. You know what I'm saying? CDs moving like, I'm the god. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the king, I'm not the creator, I'm the god of horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was selling so much shit down there, man, you know, and I was received, you know what I'm saying, so very well. You know, it's crazy, man. You know, I'll never forget that. And I got to set up, I'm going down there real soon to do another one, man, just to, you know, show love. If you notice, man, I'm a real humble dude, man. I don't do no hating. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got love for Brother Lynch and Isham. Isham treated me good. I say this shit in every video. The man put me on the song. You know, he hired me to do a show with him when he came down here. That's love. When you put money in somebody's pocket, that's love. Put you on the song, that's love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that man created Acid Rap. Isham, from what I'm hearing, man, he did a lot of hustling. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of hustling. You know, at the same time, you know, I was rapping, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. It just, you know, at the end of the day, man, whatever God bless you with, you know, what you bring to the table is what you bring to the table. But you can't dispute facts. The facts are, you know, 1991/92, Southport Psycho came out worldwide on Rap A Lot. You know, we had the distribution. We was worldwide and overseas. That's just fact. That's a platinum album. Album hit Billboard 3 times. No radio play, no video. Come on, man.
Y'all gotta put some respect on Ganxsta NIP, man.
You know
Stop playing, man. Y'all know who started this shit, man.
Just keep it 100, man. Just tell the truth. It's okay. DH, you gotta make him feel good. It's okay. It's all right. That's not taking nothing from nobody else. It's okay.
I'm gonna tell you what you can't dispute though when it's documented.
Yeah, you can't dispute the facts. You know what I'm saying? Me and you both, we both have Jordans on, right? But Dr. J was the first one flying. That's just facts. You know, I'm a big Jordan fan. I'm a Jordan Kobe fan. Period. But I'm not gonna sit
First
there and
one
lie.
who came from the line.
I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say that I wasn't a big Dr. J fan, cause nobody wasn't doing that shit. Nobody but Doc was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Till MJ came through. You know, and it's just facts. You know, so you know, I'm always gonna take MJ #1 over everybody. But at the same time, You know, niggas be arguing with me about this shit. You know, in the barbershop we argue about everything. Nigga be sitting up with Jordans on, but he arguing about LeBron and Jay. But you got Jordans on. Come on, man.
Yeah, speak for itself, yeah.
Come on, man. Nigga ain't played basketball in 30, 20 years. Nigga shoes still number one. High shoes still number one, man. Come on, man. Jordan is the only shoe that you can get married in a tuxedo and still be considered clean. Tell me I'm lying.
Facts.
Tell me I'm lying. If you don't have no shoes on, you got them J's on. Shit, you
ready?
You ready? You in there like nothing. So it is what it is, man. You know, just a blessing, DH, man. I'm so happy to be back here, man. You know, saying DHville. So happy to be, 54 God still, blessing me. You know, my mind is, I'm more deeper now. I'm more balanced. You know, Ganxsta NIP and Brother NIP, which is the balance. That's the, G NIP. That's only defense. We all have a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? But then we have the conscious. So now I'm working on conscious core, horrorcore, conscious core. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore consciousness. You know what I'm saying? With a splice of G-Nip, but at the same time, it's not horrorcore. Straight up knowledge, no cursing. I don't even curse hardly in the horrorcore. I don't need to anymore. I mastered it. You know, all praises due to Allah. So that's why I'm still here, man, because it's still infused with God. There ain't nobody saying nothing with Stephen King, Steven Spielberg. You know what I'm saying? It be tripping me out when people be hardcore. You know, a lot of ladies don't. You know what I'm saying? And some cats. But you just went to go see Chucky. You went to see
right. This is just the audio version of what you just watched.
Of what you watched. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? No, the difference is a black man doing this shit. That's cold-blooded with it. Why do you think I sent you the song Finger Sharpener? I could have sent you any song, any one of them videos.
But that let you know you're doing something right when they complaining, because your shit that vivid. That motherfucker got time to be mad in the because it's that real.
And that shit vivid, man. And then it's infused with them two short, funky ass beats. Don't. You see how your head automatically? Come on, man, DA. You see your head automatically, boy? Because that's what that finger sharpener be. Don't. That shit so funked out, man. And shit, you can't rap regular hard on the beats I pick. It can't be regular hard. That shit have to be deeper, a little deeper. That shit have to be psychotic, man, for real. You can't, because it's too wicked. It's wicked ass funk. And then the hooks. Finger sharpener, go ahead, finger sharpener, go ahead, stick your finger in the sharpener. Let me sharpen up your finger, man. Stick your finger in the sharpener. So at the shows, man, before I do the song, I be passing out. You know what I'm saying? It was pencil sharpeners. I passed them always out. Hey, y'all put your hand in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then that track come on, DA. That track, man, watch. When I leave, just peep it. And that shit wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a carpenter. Let me turn that pencil sharpener. And let me turn it again. I remember this in school, so let me learn it again. I remember this in school, so let me learn it again. Come on, man. So,
what still keeps you motivated? Just because you're in the game 30 plus years, man. Like, what still keeps you like in it?
I just think, man, music. I just think music was my my passion. My mom was gothic when she was young. You know what gothic is? She wore nothing but black. And she used to always go, like when she used to have a problem, she's from the country. She would always go to the woods, and she'd get her favorite song, and she would go to the woods and just play that fucking song about 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? You heard the slogan, music comes to savage beast. You know what I'm saying? So she would be in that bitch just banging that song, and then, you know, she'll come out when her mind gets settled, you know what I'm saying? All black. My mama probably watching right now. She watched nothing but them hauntings and shit. Real talk. I put that on guard. She watched nothing but hauntings and cowboy flicks. There's one called Rawhide.
Oh, Rawhide. Yeah, my old man
saying?
watch Rawhide. Yeah.
Look, yeah, but Rawhide, the actor was Clint Eastwood, right? But his name was Rowdy Yates. My first name is Rowdy. See what I'm saying? It's from my mama. My mama ain't watched nothing but she watched ghost stories and Rawhide.
So you ain't had no choice but to be gangster.
You ain't had no choice. You know, I remember stories from my mother that my aunts used to tell me that my auntie and them used to go to the club fucking with other women's husbands and shit, and used to get into a lot of shit. And they would call my mom. So they say my mom would come in and, you know, she was already different. We'll call it different. She was already different. So my mom they say my mom would, you know, they'll be down there finna fuck with, you know, my aunts and all that. My mom say she would come. She was a gun toter too, so knife toter, gun toter, knife toter, you know. But she'll sit down at a table by herself and just think about this, and then just look. Then all of a sudden, you know, one of the people would notice that she there, one of the opposers. You know what I'm saying? She was something, man. Shooting up the motherfucking cafes, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. She was gothic for real. So
was she still like that by the time you were born, or this was just her like before she had kids and all that?
no, I think that she was. I think she was still like that, you know what I'm saying, by the time I was born, you know. So like I said, I'm 54. So I think she still had that in there. It's still in her right now. It just goes to what, you know, what she watches. You know what I'm saying? She's the nicest person in the world. But she still called me and look at this hunting. Look what right today she be calling me and everything. You know, I take care of my mother. So she'll call me in there, man, and want me to watch this hunting with her. That shit tripped me out. So that's the only way I know how I was, you know, that I got the style. She say when she had me, she was holding me and it was energy. You know how you scrape your foot on the rug and then you come back and touch something? Mm-hmm. She say that's what I was doing to her the whole time she was holding me. You know what I'm saying? That it was just electricity. You know what I'm saying? She said that's why she called me. She named me Rowdy. She said, oh, this one here gonna raise hell. You know what I'm saying? She told me that story 100 times. You know, so it is what it is, DH. You know?
What kind of kid were you though, like growing up? Were you into like shit?
Terrible.
No shit.
Yeah. Terrible. 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 Kill. Man, I was terrible, man. Terrible. I always had a bunch of chicks though. The chicks I always did like the psychopath, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a different swag, but I was terrible. Yeah.
Terrible in the sense of a lot of fighting and shit, or more so getting in other type of trouble?
Yeah, that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Hanging with, you know what I'm saying? Hanging with the hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They would like for me to hang with them because I would, you know, I would fight. You know, I wasn't really, you know, the drug dealer, but they liked me because I.
You was gonna be on some aggressive.
Yeah, I was gonna be with it. I'm with it. So, you know, but I kept going to jail for doing it. So
how early did you start going to jail?
Man, I started going to jail in high school and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? My homie's sister have an accident. Then we get down there just because she had an accident. It's called an accident. And we get out, you know what I'm saying, whoop the other driver. You know what I'm saying? Shit, just ignorance, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I thank God for still being here. You know what I'm saying? Because I beat a lot of cases.
So rap really did save you for real?
Yeah, I think it was the nation though. You know,
because even after you became a rapper, you still was with the bullshit a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but then like, you know, like I say, you know, I was on Rap a Lot.
Hmm.
You know, at that time, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it was.
You know, you just had to, you know,
Get the whole young.
you know, they was gonna know if you shit go down, you gotta be with it. That's why a lot of cats couldn't sign with Rap a Lot. You know what I'm saying? They can talk all that shit about how they rap and all that, but your ass wasn't signing with Rap a Lot. Your ass had to be a certain type. At that time, a certain type. Your ass wasn't with that shit, then it's what it is. Your ass wasn't with it. Your ass wasn't getting signed. It was gangsters, man. Real motherfuckers on that motherfucker. That's why I don't be tripping, because I can go anywhere. I done seen it from the best. Man, shit. I done seen it from the best. Prince is the best. Shout out Godfather again. I want to sign back with Rap a Lot right now, though. I ain't gonna lie. I miss being on Rap a Lot, man. You know, I did my term and I want to go back. I'm better now. I'm way better than what I was. Back then, I was just on the physical plane of horrorcore. Man, I'm physical, mental, spiritual, you know what I'm saying? All aspects of it. These cats be on one side of it. So when I hear these cats do it, you know, I done left that so long ago, but you know, I can click back in it. You know what I'm saying? With that finger sharp, just giving you an example. I can click back in it. I created it. It ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But I try to just tell them, you know, elevate it. It's more than elevate it a little bit. You know, switch it up. But you know, if it's not in you, it's not in you. So you'll stay on that plane. You know, that's why they don't come get me to do them songs, to do them features. Them niggas don't come get me. Man, please. DH. Niggas don't come get me. That's why I love Eshawn. He came and got me. Niggas don't want to come get me because they can say this and that and all that, this and that, but they'll never come get me. What? I'm banging your ass up on that hardcore. You might be more lyrical, but your ass can't fuck with me in that hardcore. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be a lyrical rapper. You know what I'm saying? I was a Rakim fan, but Ice-T was my idol. Too Short, swag, and the music was. See, my shit is infused. I got a swag with my hardcore. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying? It's got a swag to it with the hooks and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why my new album, Greatest Horrors Volume 2, starts off with Too Short. He was just talking about me probably a month ago on XM Radio, Rock the Bells. Talking about how I used to come pick him up. He'd fly down here, I used to come pick him up. We used to go to the after hours together. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Too Short used to do shows down here. I used to be right on stage with him. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he was straight. Nigga, I was a real psychopath. Making sure he straight, me and my homie Lil Fry. Right on, if he right here, we right in the back. On the real stage, you know what I'm saying? Watching over him. Because I met him through Seagram in Oakland.
Seagram was on Rap a Lot, yeah.
Me and Seagram was partners, close partners. So I flew down there, you know what I'm saying? Jay flew me down there, kicking with them niggas. And then we fucked around. Sharp pulled up bumping Psycho. Clean ass car. That was his album. Southpaw Psycho was Short album. You know, Sharp, you know what I'm saying, was about to sign with Rap a Lot at one point.
Wait, what?
Man, Jay had Sharp for anybody. You know, I don't know the logistics, but yeah, Sharp was finna sign with Rap a Lot. Tell you, man, Godfather. A lot of niggas down. Godfather had a lot of niggas before time. Shout out to Too Short.
Was it you just tripped me out with this Too Short story. Was there anybody else that would come down here and just kick it with you like that? That's
Shit,
like
man,
worldwide.
I remember Shaq. Shaq would come down
Get
here.
the fuck out of here.
And I always ask, man, because I remember Chief called me. Chief said, hey, Nip, man, where you at, man? Shaq down here want to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And one love Big Shaq, man. I love Shaq. You know what I'm saying? But Shaq down, you know, them days, 91, 92, 93, Shaq would come down. He'll come down and ask for me and want to meet me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers, my style was so different. You know what I'm saying? You know, rapper, I was popping. And you know what I'm saying? Because if you throw the hot line up at the time, you had to put me in it. I was one of the hot ones, man. I was banging niggas' ass up with that psycho. Hard moving rap. Tisket a tasket. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that shit was, I got stuff to where I was behind Pac. I was behind Pac on Billboard a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? In the stores. You know what I'm saying? Selling just right behind Pac. No promotion, no video, no radio play. You know what I'm saying? During them early days. You know, so, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm really lacking is promotion right now. Niggas ain't fucking with me in horrorcore now. I'm way more exciting now, DH. I call it exciting. Yeah, them niggas ain't fucking with me. That's what it is. Not in horrorcore. Yeah, you might be more lyrical. Horrorcore shit, you can kill that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never beat me in horrorcore. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a creator. I just created the stream videos. Just showed it to you. Who doing that? Tell me who doing that, DH.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who gave you DH? Who gave you DHville? Come on, man. You know? So, I'm always creating. Because I'm original. I'm a one of one. You know, and this is not arrogance. You know what I'm saying? This is just, you know.
No, you stating your claim. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas don't come get me. You know, if you want to just, you know, if you want to just see, my mind too deep. My mind too deep. I don't even have to curse no more. Mash niggas' ass up. You know, so you'll see Greatest Horror Volume 2 coming soon. You know, it was supposed to be a compilation album of all some of the stuff that I've done. Ended up turning the shit to an album. That's where the finger sharpener came from. You know what I'm saying? But I got a song on the album called The GOAT of Horrorcore. GOAT, that's me, I'm the GOAT of Horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, niggas ain't fucking with that. I might have to sing you that one too. The GOAT.
Yeah, nah, if you ask me, it ain't no question who started horrorcore.
Niggas ain't fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them change it. Niggas get around, you get around other cats, fans. Just keep the shit 100, man. Because you have to understand, man, we represent Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's DH. You know what I'm saying? Your name ain't Donnie, California. Your name Donnie Houston. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We got to make our legacy. And the only way we do this is just by telling the truth. Man, give a nigga his flowers while he alive. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was on Billboard 3 times, 2 different albums, no radio play, no video. Come on, man. Platinum, no radio play.
In the 90s, when you had to have video play, tour, all this shit.
All that. Then wrote to Chucky for Bushwick. Platinum. Gold and platinum plaque at the house right now. You know what I'm saying? That's undeniable. So if you ain't got that shit, you know what I'm saying? If you're a hunter, if you're going in the woods, if you don't come back with nothing you killed, you ain't got no that's the accolade. You ain't got no accolades. You just a so-called.
Just a name in the mix.
Yeah, a self-made. Yeah, I hunt. Whatever you count though. See? So niggas can say what they want and say what, you know what I'm saying? But niggas be doing a lot of fronting, you know what I'm talking about? But I was on that shit. Niggas know that Bring It On, you know what I'm saying? Classic verse, classic stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, all you gotta do, man, you wanna hear that shit, man, it's on all digital platforms. That's all I've been doing is putting my stuff on all digital platforms. You know what I'm saying? I got like 10 of my own albums on there right now. That's what I've been doing the last 3 months, just putting my shit up. You know, the streams, you know what I'm saying? People be talking about the streams, but I look at it different. They're slow money, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know what I'm saying? That's why I created the stream videos, to jumpstart the streams. That's the streams where you get the gifts on Facebook. When you send somebody, a LOL and the shit be moving, those are the gifts. I created the stream videos because the gifts, they move. But if you type in, robbery, it's gonna give you a gift, somebody getting robbed, or something that's looking like somebody getting robbed, or something being taken, But if you saying robbery in your song, say you got a line, say, I was in a robbery. So type in robbery. Like how you send an I love you gift and type in robbery. It's gonna give you a whole list of things that you can pull from. You know what I'm saying? So I stick one of those right there. So you keep on doing that shit, 3 verses, 2 verses, Now you have images that's telling the story of what you're saying. Creativity. So I just saved myself a bunch of money. I don't have to do videos. I ain't got to get you 1,000. I'll do a video myself. Get the same streams. And just put myself in it. That's it. I can put a little video clip of myself or pictures of myself. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't cost me a dime. You know what I'm saying?
All profit, straight profit.
Straight profit. It ain't cost me a dime. You know what I'm saying? I got these 2-3 apps I use to do it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It cost me a dime. I made so much money off the streaming videos that I created. Let's get this shit clear. I created the stream videos with the gifts. That they have on your text messages, Facebook, them gifts. I created that. I was able to make videos off straight, streaming gifts that's moving, looking up in the sky. Type that in, nigga, look up, place that right there. So that's what I do now. So I don't have to be, that's how I've been promoting my songs. I can get a video, man, I know everybody. I'm getting the same stream. I tested it. I did a video to the cop song. About 7, quick 700. I did a stream video, 1,200. Monetized on Facebook, monetized on Instagram, monetized on TikTok, monetized on Twitter. Same shit, DH. It's just stuff that nobody else is doing. Because they don't have the creativity to do it. And that's what horrorcore is. But, I've been a creator all my life. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man, But if you want that stream video, send me like 300 to 500, I'll hook you up. Get your streams, Get your streams up. How you get your streams up, you put up more than one video. Let that shit go for about a month. Go back and post the same video, but don't share it. You know what I'm saying? Don't share it. Just repost it again, the raw footage, and just keep getting streams to that shit. The same video over and over. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that to 5 to 10, 15, 20 videos. Now shit just streaming. You ain't gotta do nothing. You can sit back. Shit just streaming. Niggas gonna touch it. Every time they touch it, it's 30 seconds. That's a stream.
As long as it's out there, they gonna watch it.
You know what I'm saying? So, get you another page, Get you some pages and shit, and, So it's just another way to make, to make money, keep your name out there. But like I said, if you're looking for my stuff, man, it's on all digital platforms. Anywhere, type in Ganxsta NIP, Ganxsta NIP, and then type in Brother Nip, because them Brother Nip albums cold-blooded too. So that's how you find me if you're looking for me.
That's what it is, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. It's always good to chop it up with you, man. Like I appreciate. For me, it's cool to be like, I really know Ganxsta NIP. Like that's my big homie.
Already.
That shit is an honor, bro. So.
And people, when they see, the big homie, then they can't do nothing but, can't front that. We just got 20,000 views on the last interview.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. And it's my birthday interview too. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna title it. Ganxsta NIP birthday interview. you know, 54 years old, man. Still hard, still creating, you know, and still doing it. My daughters always ask me, you know, why you still, you know, music lasts forever. If it's dope, it don't matter who did this shit dope. You can come in, you don't even have to know that artist. But if that shit dope, your head just gonna, who was that? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Niggas still, look.
If it's jamming, people gonna always be
Willie
there.
Nelson them still doing music, still touring. Why is it an age limit with us?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why did it say old? You know what I'm saying? You only old if you're sounding old. Now if you're sounding old and you can't do it no more, just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But I created horrorcore. As long as horrorcore is alive, that's I can always rap. I can be 70 years old and still rap. And niggas still can't beat me doing horrorcore. So that's why I gotta give it. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of proteges, man, that's in the mix. Shout out to the homie, Papa Caesar, Airport Records. You know, he cold-blooded. His name is Piccolo Papa Caesar, Airport Records. You know, you can look him up on Facebook, you know, Instagram. That's the big homie, man. I fucks with him. I'm passing my mantle to him. You know, shout out to C. Kelly. Shout out to Hell's Rage, which is a group out of Cincinnati. White boys, my favorite people, man. Them people so cold, so good to me. Shout out to the homie Russ Cole, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Fallen Angels Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Real good people. Shout out to the SPC. You know, and man, there's so many more. It'd be so many more people. Shout out to my kinfolk in Austin. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn Bennett on Facebook. You know, Kato G TV. You know, K-Do, which is dog. K-Do G TV. You know, that's my first cousin. You know what I'm saying? Young upcoming podcaster. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just, you know what I'm saying, look at DH, kinfolk, and, you know, just follow the trends, man. It's all good, it's all love, you know. So that's what it is, DH, man. I just like to thank God to still be alive, man, still be vibrant, still be young looking, man, still be, you know, ready for whatever. I'm just more mature now. You know, I have daughters, 3 daughters. So those daughters gonna always, you know what I'm saying, calm you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until it's, you know, excitement.
That's what it is,
That's it, man. It is what it is, man. I'm happy. You know, we finna get ready to sign out DHville. Don't steal that. Y'all see I just created that. DHville.
Nah, that's stamped. Now when you come here, now this DHville. Now this when you come here.
You know what I'm saying? And with that said, man, God bless everybody. Thank you, God, for being here. And we out.
That's what it is. I'm Donnie Houston. It's Donnie Houston Podcast, the legendary Ganxsta NIP, originator of Horrorcore, man. Hey, man, whip out of here.
Peace out.
Donnie Houston.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man.